Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Of course, I'm plugging every day because I don't want anything to keep you from the word that God has for you on Saturday. So, January 25th, yes, Saturday from 10 to 12, we will have a Nancy Joe Ministries meeting. So, this will be our meeting for 2020. We had one last year, so it's the same time frame this year. I'm excited about the word. It is a free event and it is in Dunn, North Carolina from 10 to 12. We will have live praise and worship, and then I'm going to bring a word that He's laid on my heart to share with you all. So I hope that you'll join us, and some great places to have lunch after the meeting in downtown, or just carve away a little bit of time for you and the Lord. Anyway, come on, it's going to be a good time. Now, digging back into Psalm 1:1. Yesterday, we defined blessed and happy, which are two, just really breaking apart what it means when he says, blessed is the one, happy is the one. Next, we have the word fortunate. Fortunate is the one. Now, what does it mean to be fortunate? This definition is bringing a good result, favored, providing preferential treatment, preferred treatment, receiving some unexpected good is also a definition that I have here. Bringing a good result, that's fortunate. Favored. You know, of course, God doesn't play favorites. He loves us all the same, yet the consequences of our actions may look very different. And so when we do things His way, we do have favor, preferential treatment, receiving unexpected good. The next one is prosperous. That's the next word that the Amplified Classic uses here as the definition of blessed. So prosperous, favorable, marked by success or economic well-being, enjoying vigorous and healthy growth. That is prosperous. Prosperous is not just stagnant. Prosperous is not just here and done. But I love that definition, which of course in Psalm 1 has this beautiful picture, imagery of the tree that flourishes and it doesn't grow weak. His leaf doesn't fade or wither in the heat in those busy seasons of production. So this prosperous, blessed is the one, prosperous is the one who does things the Father's way, marked by success. One definition, so the Hebrew word for blessed, not this particular word, but when God blesses, when it would say that God blessed him, it is the Hebrew word barak or barakah, and that literally means to empower to prosper. That when God blesses, He has empowered you to succeed. And so it's not by any accident or coincidence that this word prosperous is also a definition, or could be part of what is meant here when he says blessed, that you would be prosperous, enjoying vigorous and healthy growth, that your growth, you get to grow. You in your relationships with your family, relationships with the Lord, in your place of ministry, in your place of gifting and calling. And I was talking with someone earlier, we're all called in different areas. We're all called to be ministers in our own places. We're not all called into full-time ministry, into one of the fivefold areas of ministry, but we are ministers wherever we are. And so when we do things His way, we're prosperous, enjoying vigorous and healthy growth. Enviable. Now this ties in so perfectly with what we talked about last week. Enviable is highly desirable. Highly desirable. And so that is the whole purpose. Remember the Message translation of Matthew 5:13. So if you have your book, you can go back to the day 2 and you can read it down there. It says, let me tell you why you're here. Let your light so shine that others may see you and that you will glorify your Father. He says, by opening up to others, by sharing your light, you'll prompt other people to be open with God. I'm putting you, what does he say? We're going public with this as a city on a hill. I'm going to make you light bearers, that they will see the goodness of our God in our lives, and we will be enviable. We will be highly desirable. What we have, the way we live, and I'm not just spiritual blessings, but also physical blessings, because we live in a natural world. If God only cared for our spiritual well-being, he would be half a God. He cares about how we live in this world. He cares. So that we and our lives would be highly desirable, and that would be a light pointing to doing things his way and his righteousness. Remember, his way of doing and being right. All right, we're already at almost 6. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.